Well, the eachine Mini Bugs 2 clone or replica. I thought it'd be a whole lot of trouble binding the bugs. I thought I was gonna have to go on to deviation, but I didn't, thank goodness. Uh-oh, seems like I got acro on though. I didn't have it on a while ago. God almighty. I looked down to flip the switch and it flipped over. I'm blind as a bat. Right in the damn wet grass. I looked down, I had the acro button hit coming out the door by accident. Oh, dry. Looks like I still got it hit. Oh crap. Wouldn't be so bad, but it's pavement and grass here. Maybe the light being on its acro mode. It wasn't doing that in the house. I'll have it beat to death first day. Let's see. C2. Hell, I can't tell. All I know is beat it. It worked perfect with a stock one, so I... Oh, I smell burnt plastic. Let's have it in acro. I didn't make a 2-position switch. Gotta be what it is. Alright, let's do this then. See what happens now. Still acro. I'm getting a little better at it. The grass wasn't so dang well, I wouldn't care, and I banged it 3 times. I don't like to tear them up the first day you get them. It ain't the light switch. I know I said it, that thing flew perfect in the house. I got it flying and didn't have to go on no deviation. That's what I'm proud about. Let's try this. About broke the blade on it. Yeah, that's still acro. It's got too much pitch. Like I said, if I was in a football field or something, I wouldn't care about it. This road rash is the worst thing there is on drones. Especially ones you waited about a month to get. Actually, about a year, because I've been sweating this deal for 33. It was $33 when I got it and I didn't get it, and I think it was like 38 this time. I forget which one switch it is. Alright, let's cut it off. Go in the mixers. Let's see. Let's try 7. See if this does it. How's it going? Carry ass on up the road then. Should've just brought the stock controller out for the maiden flight out here in the rain. I'll be honest, I fly line of sight and I'm blind as a bat. They just so much crap that I can hit out here. I mean, it's unreal. And all these old people out here are butthurt about a camera. They think you gotta zoom with a James Bond's lens on it or something. I don't know. And 90% of them you couldn't pay nobody to look at them, much less. Now see, this thing didn't act this much acro at the part today. I got to research on, I didn't go on deviation side. I just wanted to come outside for a minute. I mean, it's very responsive. You can't beat this remote. People holler hog gimbals and all that crap. I mean, they are smoother, but it seemed like all the T12s after about 3 months, the hog gimbal's playing out. I've been lucky. My jumper V2 Plus, it's been used. I've dropped it, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never dropped this, but I dropped that V2, and I had a Spectrum, and I give it to my son. Actually, he took it. And this is Grace's remote here now, the first generation jumper. It's my daughter's remote. I'm getting ready to go to the dump. I had to fix a tire, and now my switch is bad. The reason that shit's been gathering up on me. But I hadn't turned up no rates or nothing. Seemed like it was channel 9. But see, I was looking on a site where a guy was talking about he bound it to his T16 or T12 Plus, and he had to invert channels and everything. When I bound this one to Grace's remote here, I didn't have to invert no channel or nothing. And I found an easy way to invert them channels on OpenTX instead of sitting there having to hold them numbers to -0. Don't get me wrong, that worked. And that's how I first learned to do it, thanks to J-Drone. But now I found out you can just go over and hit a button and hit invert spot, and it does it right then. You don't have to, and you know, I'm sure he knows by now, of course, anyway. I started chatting with J-Drone a couple months before he had his site up, before Drone Days was even active. And he was hooking me up with batteries. That's back when he used to do the altimeter test, and I had 2 or 3 batteries to one, and He was sending some toy grade drones up in the air. He was getting some yardage out of them. And, you know, you can't knock nobody for, you know, what he's done. I'm kind of glad to say that I've been here about every step of the way. I took myself out of the group because of some butthead on there, and he put me back because he knows that I like the group. There's a few of us that's been there since the beginning, about 4 or 5 of us. We're not recognized like we used to be, but we've been there and seen him grow every step of the way. You know, I don't buy stuff and I don't donate. No, I just ain't able no more. Long story short, I got ripped off about 20 grand, and when people don't think that's a loss all at one time, you just ain't never had it done. I love this thing here. I'm glad. I wish I'd have got 5 of these. Back when I had my money, I would have. On a sale like this, everybody in the house would have bought one for this price. And the only other drone that I've ever got that was as protected as good as this drone was my Nihui U807, and it come from Czechoslovakia. And it took like 2 months to get here, and it's out there in the woods somewhere. And it had bubble wrap out the wazoo and all that. Now, and this one here had that. This one here had crashed dummy styrofoam. I ain't seen no styrofoam that good in a long time. I used it for a garbage bag today and took the garbage off. I mean, that's how good of a bag it was. Then it's got the styrofoam. It come from Singapore through Sweden, Switzerland, and you can't get no better than getting from that area, believe me. That's where a lot of my family's from. But anyway, I love this thing, and I love the jumper. J-Drone's one to introduce the jumper to us, and I'm so glad he did. It took me a while to get one. It took me about a year to save up. It was right after the circumstances. I mean, I've got, you know, I ain't got as many as he does, but I probably got half or close. You know, he's got probably as much as I do. They ain't never been unboxed. But still, I gotta figure out how to get this thing out of acro just for here. I bought it for acro, and I'm gonna give it to Grace. My daughter is to be 7 years old has come phenomenal. She's still wanting the DM009 for a Wi-Fi FPV, and I hadn't done that yet. And I bought me a remote instead of getting her that and this. And she likes it because they light up real good. But Grace was in the group. She was the youngest girl in drone days for years, or youngest child that could fly, and Grace could fly. She don't quite fly as much as she used to now. She FPVs. She got the FPV bug, watching J-Drone and a few others, and that girl that FPVs in the group. That's kind of her little hero. Don't say nothing. Erin, or whatever her name is, Grace likes her. Likes the fact that she FPVs. Oh, but John Hall signing out.